Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm David from the I-Fal podcast team, and I'm really happy you're here with your coffee or tea. Today, we have three interesting stories from the news, and of course, we'll speak in simple English so you can learn new words and feel more confident. Let's go. First story: the 2025 Nobel Prize in Literature went to a Hungarian writer named Laszlo Krasznahorkai. You might not know him, but he writes very long and complicated novels. His books have titles like Sutton Tango, The Melancholy of Resistance, and War and War. People say his novels are postmodern and sometimes hard to read because the sentences are long and the ideas are deep, but that is also what makes them special. A famous Hungarian movie director, Bela Tar, even turned some of Krasznahorkai's books into movies, like Sutton Tango and The Man from London. So why is this interesting for us? First, when you learn English, you often read short texts or watch simple videos, but you can also find short reviews of a novel or stream a movie trailer, and that helps you practice. For example, you can read a film review and learn words like complex, demanding, or adaptation. Then you watch a trailer on YouTube and you listen again. It is a fun way to connect art and language, and who knows, maybe one day you'll have the courage to read a whole book by Krasznahorkai in your native language, or in English if a translation exists. In any case, congratulations to him for winning the Nobel Prize, and big thanks to him for giving teachers like me fresh material to talk about. Let's move to story number two, an interview with the actor Yaniv Suisa. You probably know Yaniv from Israeli TV shows and movies. He played many different characters, and now he's in a new film called Fire and Water, where he is a super fan of a football team. In the interview, he said, "I am always optimistic. Pessimism brings a lot of problems and even diseases." He explained that he likes to stay positive and to avoid too much serious news because he thinks it affects his mood and his health. He said that when he has a difficult day, he tries to do something fun like watch a comedy or go for a run. I really like what he said about optimism because learning a language takes time and sometimes you feel stuck. But if you keep your mind positive, you can enjoy small successes, like understanding a song in English or having a simple conversation with a friend. Even when you make mistakes, you can laugh and learn. Maybe after this episode, you decide to watch a funny clip on YouTube and try to follow the words, or you write down three positive sentences about your day in English. It doesn't have to be big. Small steps make a big difference. Okay, story number three is about a place called Givat Haviva. You might know it as an educational center or a youth village that brings people together. Recently, Givat Haviva and the organization that runs it sued the local council. They say the council charged them too much property tax, or arnona, and they did this in a retroactive way. That means the council said, "Oops, we forgot to charge you for some years, so now you have to pay for all those years at once." The annual bill jumped from 600,000 shekels to 1.4 million shekels. That is a big increase, more than double. So they went to court to ask a judge to cancel the extra charge. This story is a good reminder that we all deal with taxes and fees in daily life. Maybe you pay arnona for your apartment or water and electricity bills. And sometimes the rules can change, so it's useful to know English words like charge, account, bill, and retroactive. If you ever work in an office or apply for a rental apartment, you can say, "I need a clear invoice," or "What is the monthly cost?" Learning these words in English helps you feel ready for travel or for working abroad. And on the personal side, it is always good to watch your bills and ask questions if something looks wrong. That's a tip I also share with my friends. Before we finish, let's quickly remember the new words from today. From the Nobel story, complex, demanding, postmodern, and adaptation. From Yaniv Suisa, optimistic and pessimism, and the phrase bring on, as in pessimism brings on diseases. And from Givat Haviva, property tax, retroactive and charge and invoice. You can try using each word in your next English message or in your notebook. That's all for today. I really enjoyed helping you learn some English. If you want more practice and fun lessons, check out the I-Fal app. Only 20 shekels per lesson. Thanks for listening with your coffee or tea, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.